Hey, welcome to SC Custom Designs. If you've been following us here, this is my entryway in a house from, I believe, 1890 something, late 1890s. And so who knows how many times this room has been painted. So if you've been following me on SC Custom Designs, you'll know that we did, when I say we, me, this ceiling here, I basically went over the top of the plaster and lath. I learned that that is the preferred method, and they have like 1/4 inch sheetrock, I believe, the thinnest sheetrock you can buy. And so that's how I went with that. And previous ceilings, I would go ahead and remove the plaster and lath, and that proves to be a lot of work, of course. Dust, you got to get rid of that stuff, and you're going to have to pay, at least here in my city, to get rid of that stuff. So at any rate, we meaning my wife and my daughter, picked out a color, which this color is a little darker than the original color you can see here. And so this here is some more repair, because when I was going to just patch little holes like this is where the key holder goes, hold your keys, I pushed on the wall and it basically went in, and from up there to down here, the whole thing was just loose. So I very strategically put in screws and sucked it in, and 3 coats later, one can argue I can go more coats, there you go. But it's one of those things, you know, do I go crazy on it and really float it out and that type of thing? Like, no, because first of all, I have no guarantees that this wall is going to continue cracking anywhere in here until I get rid of or go over the plaster. All right, so that's where we are. So this is many months later. I don't know exactly how much time that I'm finally able to put the trim up. So I cleaned the trim up. You can look that episode up. Basically just soap and water. And then it went on into the wood shop and I sanded it. It took me, because this is not what I do full time, it took me a long time. Let's just put it that way. At least a month, maybe a little more, to sand every little crevice. You could see as we come close. This is very intricate. So, and we want to make our wives happy. So I went ahead and I stripped it all the ways down. This is actually oak. And so I sanded it down and I used my grooved shaped sanders. Did an episode on that as well, to get into those grooves. And then I stained it with, I don't know what, some dark stain, don't remember, don't care. And then I took lacquer and sprayed it. The nice thing about using lacquer is that it dries fast. So you can get many coats on rather quickly if you do it right. So that's that. So if you haven't pulled the trigger to get a pin gun, I highly recommend pulling that trigger right now. I'm going to be pulling the trigger. Look up at this episode, Airstrike Technology. This, I believe, is from the Home Depot. I decided to go with Home Depot as opposed to Lowe's, and get tools like this, and can remove the batteries and interchange them. Lowe's is now going over to using Craftsman. So every time you go into Lowe's, you watch for that if they haven't converted it already. So it was a little tricky trying to find out where all these pieces came from, by the way. And the question you may have is, in what order do you put them up? There is an order, because one piece is going to overlay another. For example, we have this length here, right? We got a butt joint, so that was a no-brainer. They could have did not a butt joint, but there you go. And then we go down to the end, and there's also a butt joint down there. So that was my first clue, that the piece that is on the top, it's sitting on the top of the doorway there, is cut out at an angle to go into this piece here. All right. So I had to think about that. And I got like all the pieces the first time where they should go, which was cool. And you can look and see the telltale sign of the nail hole and nail hole. So that's how that worked. So at any rate, I already pinned up, got 3 pins in there. This is how easy it is. Now, mind you, I am videoing and I don't think I'm gonna get that up anymore. Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna go around where the nail was, assuming there's gonna be some meat there. All right, and how beautiful is that? They're essentially set for the most part. Certainly from down here, you're not gonna see that pin at all, but I have the unit set so that you can cause the depth to push the pin in a little bit more. All right, so these are the pins I'm using. I believe they are 1 inch, but I'm not. No, it looks there's more than 1 inch, probably 2 inch. They're the longest ones the unit will receive. You can open this guy up by simply pushing down on that. It's spring loaded. Just drop in your pins and then shut it again. Easier to do when I'm not holding a camera, or in this case my phone. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and put up all the trim, and that'll be that. And then I will put the coat on here, and that'll be done. And I'll just have to cut in 1 piece. That'll be the piece that I'm going to put up there. I have confidence that I can do that, no problem. All right, thanks for tuning in to SC Cousin Designs. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel. We do get back to any questions that you may have for our journey here. And again, I'm not yet back inside the wood shop, downstairs in the wood shop. I'm a QA software guy at daytime. And this is what I do at nights and weekends. Of course, a woodworker is going to be able to handle these types of jobs of repair and restoration for the most part. Into those other things we find ourselves doing, plumbing. Look up the video for putting in the dishwasher, Frigidaire. So well, we do those things. I hung this light as well. So it's lots of fun. Nice achievement. This was done the day before Christmas. Literally got this guy done the day before Christmas. All right, thanks again for tuning in to SC Custom Designs. And stay tuned. We got projects on the horizon. If you've been following me, you'll know that we're going to be taking a 67-pound thick piece of glass that's like a $2,000 plus sign for a company that I worked was the first customer service for. And they went global with regulatory compliance software. And then UL bought them. So this video is not for UL. This is for me, SC Custom Design. So let's make that distinction there. All right, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. You can do it.